Hello world, just wanted to say I'm back. Good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world. Once again, Nick Banks for all things PlayStation 4. And since everything's been a little bit quiet on the all things PS4 front lately, I figured I've got some explaining to do. So let's just put it like this. A very good friend of mine likes to say winter is a lonely season. Not sure if it's a saying that you've come across, but sadly it rings true. In my case, it was a lonely season for me. And it did kind of bring a lot of the motivation and a lot of the momentum. It sucked a lot of the all things PS4 life out of me. And I don't know if you've experienced winter in the UK, but it ain't a barrel of laughs, I can tell you. The weather's rubbish. It is now January. Well, the weather's still rubbish. It's actually colder than it was in December. The January sales are over and done with. We've all had to go back to work. We're all financially recovering from the capitalist crapstorm that is Christmas. And sure, it kind of blew the wind out of my sails. But I am back now, I'm back on my feet, and I'm ready to come into 2017 swinging. I'm feeling really good about this year for all things PS4, and frankly, just want to say, me having the wind blown out of my sails over the winter period for no real genuine reason is unacceptable if I want this to go in the direction of success. If I really want to build a following, then I can't allow that to happen this year, at the end of 2017. But as I say, I'm going to give it my all this year. I've got a really good feeling, and I figured I'd flesh out the rest of this video by giving you guys an update of all the other little tidbits and the tiny little bits of progress that we are making as all things PlayStation 4. And the first update for you, you may remember if you watched my Dishonored 2 VR Confessions video a while back, I did talk a little bit about how obtaining a VR headset was almost an impossible struggle for me and that it couldn't happen. Now what happened in the end is I've actually petitioned my parents successfully and they have helped me out. Like I said in that other video, it's very rarely I ask them for anything and they understand the work that I'm doing here, the All Things PS4 project that I'm working on, and they've helped me out. So ta-da! I have a VR headset. Happy days! And I'm having a great time with it. Trying to figure out how I can incorporate it into the website, how I can segment everything properly. I did just pick up Resident Evil 7 today, so we're going to have some fun gameplay footage of that, of me jumping out of my skin, and of course the review will follow. And the next update is about Koei Tecmo. You may remember in the same Confessions video that I mentioned earlier on that I had actually managed to successfully obtain my first review code for a video game, and it was from Koei Tecmo. It was Attack on Titan Wings of Freedom, and I reviewed the game. I gave it a 6 out of 10 in the end, and what's quite perturbatory to me is the fact that I haven't heard a peep out of Koei Tecmo since I published the review. They said, you know, send us a link, let us know when you finish the review. I had the video review on there as well explaining how it was really tough to rate that game a 6 out of 10 and how it didn't feel fair even though that's the score I ended up giving it. And I just haven't heard a peep out of Koei Tecmo since. I do hope it's not the case that they are of a standard where they've looked at that review and they've seen that it's a little bit lower than the average review score that they've received across the internet and thought, oh, well, screw this guy. I certainly do hope that is not the case because I was looking at getting a review code for Berserk as well, which we'll be releasing very soon in February, if I understand correctly, and I was very excited for that. So hopefully I'll get a response from them very soon. If not, then we will take a step back, reassess, and figure out how we're going to continue getting our hands on video game review codes. And the final update is the biggest one. I am actually working on figuring out how to completely renew the website. A complete overhaul, complete redesign. The website that I'm currently working with, I am finding it creatively restrictive. If you have visited the website, you can see that it is basically laid out in a blog roll kind of way. and I've decided enough's enough. I don't want that. I want a proper magazine type website layout where it's easier for a good fleshed out browsing experience. I want a website that encourages a good old reading binge, and I also need to figure out a way to incorporate video segments into the website so that I can sync up my website and my YouTube channel in a way that feels fluid. Aside from that, another big motivation of going down this avenue of a complete overhaul is, numbnuts over here decided to call his website all things PlayStation4.com, which is all very well and good, but what am I going to do when the PlayStation 5 comes out? I'm going to look like a right numpty. So, as part of this big overhaul, hopefully I can just chop the 4 off the end, and we can carry on hunky-dory. That's the plan. We'll see if it comes into fruition. So there you have it. Lots to do. Lots and lots to do. 2017 is going to be a busy year, but hopefully it's going to be an awesome year as well. Thank you for sticking with me so far, guys. If you happen to be one of those people who've stuck with me so far, if you're a new person and you're just checking out this video, then by all means, click that little subscribe button down there. As per usual, I need all the help I can get. And until next time, guys, I'll see you on the next video for all things PlayStation 4. Peace.